Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
'57's the mic. Watch 57.
No, ready?
Check. Cross.
5 wide.
Slam.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Allen. He completes it to Boyd. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Hill. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Mike spot now.
Ready?
Rabbit. Shoot!
Now a carry from Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Second down at the Buccaneers' 24-yard line.
Check 50. Ready? Mike is 59. Mike to 59. And let's pin the mirrors back.
On second down now, it's Mack. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get
56.
Let's get off the field.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Hill. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Go! 50, plant.
Throwing on first down. Barry. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Five.
Operating from the gun, Barry. Flushed out right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
6-6, pull it high.
52's the mic.
Hey, check.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. There we go.
Bravo.
On first down, Barry. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
10-2, sir.
Here you go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle there by John Johnson. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The tackle made by Derek Barnett. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third
Good.
down.
60 Pittsburgh.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Panthers 7, Buccaneers 0.
Come on.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
52's the mic. Right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
From the gun, Barry drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. On second down, it's Hill. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good. Yeah,
just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hey, two.
Operating from the gun, Barry. It's caught, Nelson. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Ready, break. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Man. Spawn on the ball. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
From the gun, Barry. He completes it to Nelson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Barry, able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
Leo.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Barry. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Cooper was the target there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. A dump off to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Barry. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incomplete. Operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Allen. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Allen now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, let go.
From the gun, Barry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case,
nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up a run-to-dog ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash-mouth football.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 10 carry now for Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Hey,
On third down, Barry. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. They'll run on first down. Mack. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Joe Hayden there to bring him down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
57's right. I'm here all day.
Allen to throw on third down. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch. And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in. That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points. Touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Off play action. Barry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Back to throw. Barry. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. To throw on 2nd down. Barry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Barry. Caught by Nelson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Barry. He hits White, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
There
he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to throw. Barry. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Barry. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Barry. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation there. The defense won the battle. On 4th down, Barry. And no, it's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously.
It's a foot race. The 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw on 3rd down. Barry, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 4th down, Barry. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they will take a knee here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
57. Round 80. And what's that? And what's the ball? Shit. Regular.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now he's flushed up and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barry, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 4th down, Barry. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
At the 45-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
Watch out.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
On the double.
Check 52 the mic. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Hey.
52's the mic.
Go.
Boston Scott, his first carry.
Touchdown, baby. Greg up the key to this one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready.
On 2nd down. It's Scott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. You gotta bring it. 552. Get it.
They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the ready.
52, Mike, 52. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
52, Mike.
Christone, Travis.
Watch the run. They're running it. Back. Let's go.
Now Campbell to throw on second down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Bravo.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go.
On the carry, this is Scott. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Showing it. Tight dog.
Christone, come on. Switch gears. 36. Come on, trot.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. That's complete to John Ross. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 98 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive starts with a completion left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
At the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
2nd and 6. Got it open man. It's Scott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
52's the mic. Let's go, D.
Here's Campbell. From the gun, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jackson on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
We taking wins home. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Go. Watch 54.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Jackson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. Following the penalty, it's first and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Jackson from the shotgun. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarter.
And he's going to go down again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Campbell now. A final shot before break. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Go!
Coming, baby, I'm coming.
They go again with Scott. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Campbell. Looking to throw on second down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Campbell is going to have the hook up to Scott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Barry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to throw. Campbell. His throw incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Campbell operating from the gun. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Set. 10-2 stop. Hey, exit.
Pull it together. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Look at me. Door. Blue draw portrait. Don't be scared.
Now Campbell throwing on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
2nd and 3. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 7 yards there and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Here we go. D. All day. Defense. All day.
Hey, Alpha. 552. Go.
Here's Campbell on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run with Scott. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Berry, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Here we go. 8, read. Hey!
Mike 52, Mike 52.
5.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Down. 60 outlaw. Hey, orbit.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Go, go, go.
Shoot.
Campbell now on 1st and 10. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the pass. Mike.
Here's Jackson. They almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 11.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Jackson now. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
He can't hang. He's not going to get
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
59's Mike. 59's Mike.
And Jackson throwing once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Haywood.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Watch the backer. Check 52's the Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson got a man open. It's Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The place.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That is caught. It's Perriman. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Campbell. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Bound to lose one.
To throw is Campbell. Back to the air on 2nd down. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Trump. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got one. Right there. 54.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Fletcher. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
2nd and 10. And this is caught inside the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers.
Check, look at me. Zipper.
Check 49. Check 49.
They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
On the set, 59. Mike's 59. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the